Hey everyone, welcome back to lizfenwickdiy. So the other day I was getting ready and I was using one of my Dollar Tree DIYs and I had a video idea and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I shared with you guys my favorite Dollar Tree DIYs that are still in my house that I use every day and I love so much, because I've probably done, I don't even know how many Dollar Tree DIYs on my channel, but I think the ones that stick around and I use every day, I thought those would be great to share with you. So that is what today's video is. So number one is my lipstick container, and this is what inspired this project for me. It sits out on my vanity every day and I love it. This project is so easy to do. So around this time last year, I picked up this plastic container with the lid from Dollar Tree. And all I did was I took some nice gold spray paint and I sprayed the lid with that spray paint. I think for $1, this is such a cute little container to put lipsticks in or something to sit out on your vanity. My number two project is my earring organizer. This hangs in my closet and I have to tell you, this is such a great way to display your earrings. When I go in the morning, I'm able to see them, and it's perfect for picking out my earrings because you guys know I always have these big earrings, so I need a place to store them. So what you need for this project is some shelf liner from Dollar Tree. You also need frame. You can use any size frames that you want, just get whatever works for your project. So the first thing you want to do is take out the glass and all of the contents. Then you're going to take your shelf liner and cut it down to size so that it fits a little bit over the edge of your frame. Next, you're going to not put the glass in, but you're going to put in the shelf liner, turn the picture backing so that it's white on the back, and then put the backing on. And that's it. You can use command strips to hold these on the wall, but it's a perfect thing to organize your earrings. Okay, so number three is actually something that was in that same jewelry organization video, and it was my bracelet organizer. I still use this to this day. It's still held up and put together, so I love this. So what you need for this project is a canvas. You need 2 candle holders from Dollar Tree. I think that getting the different levels is best so that your bracelets can be, you can see all of your bracelets. You also need 2 rolling pins. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get some foam board, cut it out so that it fits nice and snug into my top of my candle holders, and I'll glue that in place. From there, I'm just going to use that E6000 and glue my candle holders to my canvas, and then I'll glue on top the rolling pins. Next, I just spray painted the entire thing black, and I think this is perfect for storing your bracelets. Number 4 is so simple, but I love these. It's these 1, 2, 3 potion containers. These actually sit on a shelf in my bathroom, and they're just like the perfect addition to this wall of pictures that I have. But what you need for these are 3 little potion containers, and I bought these last year during fall, so maybe they'll come out with them again this year. I also used a set of numbers that I had picked up. I believe these were from Hobby Lobby, and I just put the 1, 2, and 3 on my potion containers and used 2 coats of Waverly white chalk paint. And that's it. Once these had a chance to dry, I just sat them out, and I just think they look adorable in your living room, bathroom, so many different places. Okay, I try not to do too many seasonal things, but number 5 was really popular last year around this time, and I thought since we're going into fall, I could show it to you guys again. So number 5 was this pumpkin sign that I made last year. So what you need for this, I used 3 long signs, and this was when those beware signs were out last year. If you can't find these signs, you could always use like a poster board or glue any of the Dollar Tree signs together. So I took E6000 and I glued the 3 boards together, putting some popsicle sticks on the back to just reinforce it so that it was nice and firm. Let that dry 24 hours or overnight is usually best. Next, I took it outside and I spray painted the whole sign white. From there, I took one of the pumpkin foam placemats that they have at Dollar Tree. You could use the leaf, there's an owl, I think there's so many different things. I sat it down on top of the sign and then I used brown spray paint over the top of it. Make sure that you don't tape along the edges, otherwise you'll get tape marks. After I spray painted, I pulled it up and I had an adorable sign to set out in my house. Number 6 is my dining room mirror. This has been hanging in my dining room ever since I made it, and I get a lot of questions in like different videos. People are like, where's that mirror from? So here is the tutorial if you're interested in that mirror. So what I used for this was 4 garden fences. I actually used 2 because I made 2 of these, so I'm going to show you how to make 1 and then you can just duplicate it. So for 1, you're just going to need 2 of the garden fences. So with those garden fences, I just removed the stakes at the bottom and on the edge, and then I just used some white paint to distress them. Next, I'm using 6 Dollar Tree mirrors. So if you're making 2 of them, you're gonna need 12. And they're just the mirrors that come in, I think they're like an 8x10 maybe, but they have a frame. From there, I just trimmed off any excess foam board, and I glued 6 of them with E6000 down to my foam board. Once I had the mirrors down, then I just laid the fences on top, used that same E6000, and then I put some heavy stuff on top of it to make sure that it really adhered to the mirrors. So like I said, I made 2 of these, and then I just hung them on my wall in my dining room with command strips. Number 7 is my 20 mirrors, and this actually is at the bottom of my stairs in my basement, so every time I go down to my craft room, I'm able to see it. So what I did was I grabbed 20 of these circle mirrors from Dollar Tree. And I think it's fun too. I had a lot of fun looking back at some of these DIYs that I did, and you could see kind of how I started with my DIYs and how they've progressed a little bit. So it's just kind of fun to watch them. So with these mirrors, you got to use E6000. So I started and I just put E6000 along the edge, and I basically just pushed them together and putting the E6000 wherever they met together. Then to reinforce it, I added in popsicle sticks on the back. And then to attach it to my wall, I just used command strips. This is still hanging up today, and I love the way it looks. Number 8 is a more recent project, and it's a Dollar Tree planter. So you guys know those long Dollar Tree galvanized tents. I took that and I did 2 coats of white spray paint. From there, I just Googled an image that said like farm fresh. You can find those on Google Images. And I just printed it off on my printer and I cut it out so it would fit perfectly on my tin. Then I used Mod Podge on the back, put down my picture, let it dry completely, and then I did a layer of Mod Podge on the front. And then to fill it up, you can use anything. I'm using IKEA plants, but I still have this setting out in my little plant section in my kitchen. Number 9 is my blessed wreath, and this wreath is hanging on my back door, and I've had it up there for a while now. And it does combine a few things that aren't from Dollar Tree, but enough of it is that I thought you guys would be okay with it. I got one of these large hoops thrifting. You can pick them up at Walmart or any craft store. And then I'm gonna be using this big blessed sticker and some IKEA wrapping paper. You can use any of the wrapping paper at Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to put my sticker out on the wrapping paper. Next, I'm going to glue the wrapping paper to the poster board just to make it a little bit more strong, and I'll cut around the edges. I wanted my wreath to be a little bit darker, so I'm using some of my dark wax by Annie Sloan just to kind of darken up around the wreath. From there, I'm just going to take that sign and glue it to my wreath. And to finish it off at the bottom, I just added some succulents from Dollar Tree and some of their little floral pieces. And I just love this wreath so much. All right, guys, number 10 is my rope mirror. So what you need for this is a little mirror from Dollar Tree. You're also going to need a plastic tray and some nautical rope. So I took the mirror out of the frame and I put E6000 and glued it to the very center of my tray. Then I took the nautical rope and using hot glue, I just started to glue it around in the circle, pushing it tight up to the other rope so that there wasn't any gaps. And I did that all the way around until I got to the very end of my mirror. I think this mirror just looks so high end and is perfect in everyday decor. I thought it'd be fun if you guys let me know below in the comments how many of these Dollar Tree DIYs you guys remember. And I'd love to hear any of your comments about these projects. And if I didn't pick your favorite Dollar Tree DIY, let me know below which one was your favorite. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my DIYs. And if you missed our last video, I'll link it here so you can watch that next. And I'll talk to you guys in our next one. Bye.